Plane App is the quickest and easiest way to wirelessly access all the files on your phone through your desktop's web browser. I mean, it gives you a web address in the app, you type that into the desktop's browser, then type in the password also found inside the app, and hit accept on your phone. Then you can manage and transfer all your photos, videos, audio, contacts, and more directly from this page. It's that easy. And don't worry, all of your data on this website is fully encrypted, so you're the only one that has direct access to it. And of course, there are other apps like AirDroid that do the same thing, but Plane App doesn't make you create an account, doesn't charge you a dime, and doesn't have any ads. Hell, it's even open source, even more of a reason to make the switch. By the way, thank you guys so much for all the support in last month's Best Apps video. It got over 11,000 likes. I still can't believe it. I really do appreciate it. Maybe this time we could push for 15,000? I don't know. Either way, I know the boys got my back. The Pixel launcher is great, but what's even better is its universal search engine. You can look up just about anything, from your apps, to your contacts, web suggestions, settings, files, and even search within multiple apps. Well, a new app called Pixel Search can bring this same feature to any Android. No longer do you need a Pixel. The design is extremely similar, feels just as smooth, and is even more powerful. It can dig much deeper within apps and provides more platforms to search on. It even supports the same Google search bar so that you can quickly access it from any third-party launcher. The best part is that it's really customizable, letting you change the icon pack, modify what content gets shown, and a lot more. Plus, if you combine this search bar with our new Google-inspired wallpapers and widgets, your home screen will look way more beautiful and clean. Trust me, I've been able to make so many unique looking setups with our how-to personalized app, and we release new sets every week, so sign up immediately on our Patreon. We all know that AI is taking over the world, and ChatGPT is the biggest culprit. The only real thing holding it back is that it's not easily accessible on mobile devices. I mean, you still need to use your phone's web browser just to access it, which is not really convenient. Well, not anymore, because with CleverType, you can access ChatGPT from your keyboard. When noting something down, responding to a text, or simply tweeting something out, you can tap a button to get different suggestions from ChatGPT to change up the tone of the writing. Maybe have it be more casual, sarcastic, or even expand on the topic. You can also have it quickly check for any grammar mistakes. Or if you simply want to ask it a question or have it write something out for you, you can tap the first button. It's the quickest way to bring AI to any of your apps, and it's also completely free to use. Okay, this next one is a little creepy. It's called Spotify, and all it really does is let you see what someone is listening to on Spotify without needing to add them as a friend or follow them. So if I want to stay up to date with my friends or a celebrity's latest music obsession, I can paste their Spotify profile link into this app and see what they're currently listening to. Like I said, it's pretty creepy, but it's perfectly legal since anyone on Spotify can make their listening activity private. If their activity is public, this app just lets you view this public activity anonymously. The quick settings panel is very useful, but it still lacks some basic options. That's why I downloaded Quick Tiles. It lets me add so many extra tiles that are really useful, like I can have one to easily create a new timer, or set an alarm, another to open some of my favorite apps, one to switch volume modes, another to disable heads-up notifications, and another to quickly access the file manager, or even one for changing the screen timeout. The list goes on, and it's free and open source, so even more of a reason to give it a shot. Now I know most of us don't listen to the radio anymore, but if you're still one of the few that do, you need to check out Radio Time. It supports over 35,000 radio stations worldwide. And unlike other radio apps, this one doesn't have any ads, doesn't require you to make an account, doesn't ask for your money, and provides unlimited streaming. That way you can enjoy your favorite music without any interruptions or buffering for free. Pretty spectacular. Now, just like there are plenty of apps in the Play Store, there are also plenty of phone cases out there to choose from. But my go-to has recently been Taurus's Uproar O-Stand case, the sponsor of this video. I've been rocking it on my Galaxy S23 Ultra, but it's also available for the iPhone 14 Pro Max, even supporting the MagSafe charger. Now, the reason I love this case so much is because of its O-shaped kickstand. It's very adjustable and firm, letting me prop up even a gigantic and heavy device like the S23 Ultra in any position I'd like. I mostly use it when I'm out having a coffee and want to watch a video, taking group pictures without leaving anyone out, or for taking notes with the S Pen. And when I'm done using it, the O-stand magnetically attaches to the phone, offering a sleek back without any bulkiness. Can't really say the same thing for most other cases with a kickstand. It also offers a soft yet sturdy feel, giving me a lot of confidence whenever I hold it. It's got a full body shockproof design with airbags for the camera, cushioning for the corners, and lid protection around the screen, providing a 360-degree protection to resist any bumps or drops. So throw away that old used up case and pick up Taurus's Uproar O-stand case through the top link in the description. I promise it's the best bang for your buck. Switching over to the games, Patient Balls is a puzzle game that requires you to tilt your device carefully to drop various balls into their correct place within different platforms. It's got this zen-like theme, which honestly makes it really relaxing to play, and the vibrations and sounds really add to that satisfaction. Plus, you never get bored of the repetitive gameplay since every level has different platforms with various balls and different sizes. It's just a matter of getting them in the right spot before the timer runs out. The faster you complete the level, the more stars you get at the end. It's also a pretty good way of helping lower anxiety and OCD levels. Zinc is another puzzle game that's a bit more difficult but still as satisfying when you complete each level. You're basically bumping cubes against one another to knock them into the water until one cube remains. And even though it does sound elementary, it can actually get really challenging because as you move each block, the island starts to sink, and if the blocks are next to each other, you won't be able to knock them off. Plus, as you move into the higher stages, there will be even more cubes and shapes, and even some that are colored differently, which can only be knocked off with the same colored block. And by the way, the developer claims that there are over 1,800 unique islands spread into 65 chapters of increasing difficulty, so you'll never run into the same puzzle twice. So if you're into games that will last for the long haul, then Zinc is the perfect choice. A simpler but more hectic game is called A Slight Chance of Saw Blades. In this game, you're dodging and jumping around trying to avoid getting hit by any of the falling saw blades. And the only way to destroy them is by hopping over them. Each time you do, the number in the center increases, and the saw blades come crashing down even faster in larger amounts. So it would help if you had fast reflexes. To make things even more stressful, you have a 1-minute timer. If it runs out, it's game over. However, you can extend the time by picking up the yellow dots that get dropped after jumping over each saw blade. So definitely make sure you do that. Now, there aren't any stages or levels. It's an endless game where you're just trying to beat your personal high score, but it's honestly really enjoyable and addicting. Beating your previous high score feels like the best accomplishment ever, and the retro graphics and sound effects really add to this addicting feel. Not a bad way to kill time. Dash a Punch is also really straightforward but not as difficult. It's another platformer game that has you dash and jump through enemies and obstacles, and reaching the flag at the end is how you pass to the next level. It doesn't have the craziest graphics or the most unique gameplay, but sometimes this is all we need to pass the time. Just a simple Mario-like game. Plus, it won't take that long to finish since it only has 40 levels. It's also free, and even though it does have ads, they're not intrusive whatsoever, and you can also pay $1 to get rid of them. Anyways, click this video right here to view last month's episode of the best Android apps. Also be sure to tag the Pixel 7 Pro and Galaxy S23 Ultra, which are the devices that I use in this video, within the YouTube product tag feature, sponsored by YouTube themselves. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!